5. John Henry's Plumbing, heating and air,
and electrical.
It's the holiday season. Time for work parties, friend get-togethers, and family gatherings, which means lots of eating. Maybe you think you've perfected your holiday meals, and maybe you have no idea where to even start. Let's fix that right now. No holiday party is complete without Führer's cheese spread. It goes well with any type of cracker, pretzels, apples, chili, vegetable, chips, and of course, it's perfect to pair with wine or beer. Holiday meals aren't complete until Führer's cheese spread is on the table. Find your own container at your nearest local grocery store today.
Hey there, this is Paul Scheel, owner of High Electric. I want to thank our friends and loyal customers and introduce High Electric to those looking for a new electrician. We've been serving the Lincoln and Omaha area for over 30 years, from design to install, upgrades, and repair. If you are a homeowner or a small business needing some electrical work, call us at 402-466-6606 or check us out at hyelectric.com. We look forward to hearing from you.
When it comes to concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction doesn't stall. They go for the takedown. As Nebraska's full-service concrete contractor, they stay in bounds, hold inside position, and never forfeit quality. Whether it's foundations, flatwork, or concrete coatings, they elevate performance and pin down results that win every time. Stevens & Smith Construction is a proud sponsor of Takedown Tuesdays on 93.7 The Ticket. Because when it's time to wrestle with concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction slams expectations.
Make your next event unforgettable with Grazing Gouda, your local artists and experts in charcuterie and grazed tables. From boardrooms to ballrooms, they turn gatherings into experiences with stunning spreads of artesian cheeses, cured meats, fresh fruits, and gourmet bites. Perfect for corporate luncheons, weddings, parties, or any celebration that deserves a wow moment. They handle the details. You take the compliments. Book your graze table today at GrazingGouda.com. Grazing Gouda, because every event deserves to be savored.
In every office, there's two types of people. There are those who bring in bagels and those who eat the bagels that someone else brought in. Everybody likes the first person. Be that first person. Weekday mornings at 7:30, you have a chance to win a business box of bagels from Bagels & Joe. All you have to do is shut up, Sipple. 2 questions for you, 2 for Sip. Win, and the bagels are yours. Lose, well, you don't want to lose.
You lost Monday, you lost Wednesday, you're a loser.
Shut up, Sipple. Weekday mornings at 7:30, brought to you by Bagels & Joe.
Husker fans watch women's basketball, so we can't wait to see you in the stands at Pinnacle Bank Arena this season. Single game tickets start at just $12, making it easier than ever to watch the Huskers from the best seat in the house. Don't miss your chance to witness the energy, the hustle, and the heart of this team live in PBA. Huskers watch women's basketball, so get your tickets now at huskers.com/tickets. Go Big Red.
This is the Don't Punt Hour with former Nebraska receiver.
Throwing over the middle, completes the pass. He's got speed to the end zone. Touchdown. 45 yards.
And return specialist.
This time he beats the kicker and one more.
DeMornay Pierson-El.
Only does the sideline have confidence in Pierson-El, but Pierson-El has confidence in Pierson-El.
On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Powered by the Teammates Mentoring Program.
Welcome back in at 2 Ticket Weeknights, hosted on ones and twos. The morning Pierson-El streaming in. You guys are always welcome to join in. 402-464-5685, as well as the streams. The morning Pierson-El, how is it going on a beautiful day on Wednesday, December 17th?
Not too bad. You know, it's not cold, so I'm not miserable, so we good.
That's not bad at all. I think it's supposed to get to like 40-mile-an-hour winds or something crazy like later, though. So hold your breath, but it won't be freezing. Yeah, it's not bad at all. Well, we'll talk a lot of Husker football today. We did have Holgerson speak at the podium quite a bit. Got some good audio clips from there. But quickly, you might have seen it already. Did you see that we might become the Indiana Bears?
Yeah, I've seen that.
I don't think they are. I think it's a leverage point.
But they're definitely threatened just because they want a new stadium.
Yeah, it's leverage. Kevin Warren put out a letter basically saying it's Arlington Heights. They want more aid from the government, and they're saying no, and they're threatening. I mean, it just sucks because this was how long ago they say Yeah, so this is 3 months after the Bears made an official that their plans to build a dome stadium in west suburban Arlington Heights that would anchor a large team-owned development. And then 3 months later, they're like, we might go to Indiana. So it's annoying. This has been going on forever. Shout out to the Broncos for having it just all funded already, ready to go. No problems there. But yeah, still waiting to see what the hell's going to go on with this stadium. There's no way they go move it to Indiana, right?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think when push comes to shove, they'll fold.
Yeah, Warren's
they're the only good thing that's going on in town sports wise.
Yeah, Blackhawks aren't even good like they used to be. The Bulls just were good and then have been horrible since then. I think they might have beat the Cavs today, but whatever. Do it for more than one game, and I'll start believing again. Yeah, that's about it. Bears. Is the Chicago Sky any good? The WNBA team?
I haven't been keeping up necessarily with them, so I don't want to misspeak. I'm not sure.
Okay. I want to say they kind of like flamed out at the end there.
I know they started hot. I know that.
Yeah, and I think there's some drama there with like Angel Reese and some of the other players. I'm not going to comment because I can't remember exactly what happened, but I think they did flame out. So yeah, about the only good thing going on. It's just annoying that it's one thing going on and you still are like arguing up top like about this stadium. The time to strike is now. The team is winning for the first time in forever, but
they're hot right now.
Yeah, correct. I shouldn't say winning for the first time in forever. What feels like forever is the proper terminology. But yeah, not going to be probably anytime soon. They'll probably do Soldier Field for definitely next year, and who knows how much longer until they figure this all out. All right, let's talk some Husker football. We know we got Utah coming up. We got some comments from Dana Holgerson. Has your confidence meter gone up or down since the last time we talked about this matchup in the Las Vegas Bowl? Nebraska Cornhuskers is number 15.
It's been the same. Like I said, I think what Washington. I said Washington. I think Utah struggles when they meet like a physical team as well, and we can definitely be a physical team. We're not scary. We can definitely be a dominant. And I think, once we kind of wear and tear on them, I think they'll lose their fight. So I still feel the same way.
Okay. I'm probably pretty close to you. I don't feel too much different about it. There's not a lot that's changed. The Dylan, he transferred, but he wasn't going to play.
He wasn't going to play anyway. So
exactly. Yeah. So let's just go ahead and take a listen to. Here's Holgerson on what version of the Utah defense he does expect to see, because obviously that's going to be a big challenge for his offense.
If anybody's got any insight on it, I'd love to hear it. I don't think they're going to offer up any insight to where they're currently at with their team. Got a lot of respect for Coach Whittingham. Coached against him in a bowl game back in 2017. He's always had a good product. He's always put a good team out there. His bowl record at one point was pretty spectacular. This is his last game. What do you think they're going to do? Probably going to play pretty good, so we will expect their best. And they're a good team, man. 10-2 with 2 losses to, obviously Texas Tech and BYU, so, other than those 2 games and those last 2 games, they just beat the tar out of everybody, and so they're a good football team, man, and got a lot of good players. They got a great program, good culture. Hall of Fame football coach that's retiring and playing his last game, so I would expect their best.
I've got more concerned.
No.
Okay. Are you buying the spread at all? I think it's like 14.5, 13.5 last time I looked at it.
I think that's reasonable, but like I said, I don't want to say who's in the Pac-12 there because I think Utah is one of the more dominant teams in the Pac-12. But outside of Utah,
it's Texas Tech and BYU.
Exactly. So
maybe TCU every now and then, or maybe Louisville every now and then.
We've played that type of caliber of a team in Cincinnati. Cincinnati is very similar. Like I said. As long as we can kind of keep the quarterback in check and everything like that, I'm really not that worried.
Yeah,
what did BYU and Texas Tech do that mostly other teams necessarily didn't do against them? Get physical, match their physicality. Big Ten ball, we're more. I don't want to say we're more equipped and used to playing that type of style of ball. So I feel like we'll be a little bit more callous than necessarily they are. Can they keep it up? Potentially, I don't know, but week in and week out, Big Ten bully ball. I mean that's the name of the game. So
My only problem with that is the Morty Pierson-El. Like, if you had to name the most physical teams that we played all year, who would they be? Minnesota, Iowa, Penn State.
Michigan was a physical team.
Yeah, but they were.
Michigan is a physical team. Like regardless of what you think and everything like that. Put them up against Penn State, they out physical Penn State. Put them up against Minnesota, they out physical Minnesota. So
it's outside of the Michigan game. You can maybe throw in Northwestern. I wouldn't hate that, but we've not won the physical battle very often.
As in late in the season, they have a month and a half of rest. We've seen what they look like last year after rest. So it's kind of a reset. People, it's a vacation. You playing in the desert. It's gonna be hot. It's not gonna be cold. Like all these things go into playing and matters.
All right, fair enough. I'm trying to play a little bit of devil's advocate here.
I'm not buying
also
it.
generally a little bit nervous about this game. I want the Huskers to win, but maybe I'm building Utah up into something that it is not.
I think they are. You definitely have to respect them for sure. Like I said, I think with them, it starts with their quarterback. Their quarterback is dynamic. He's a stud.
Well, their backup quarterback too. Like the backups just like him. They're both insane athletes. I think Dampier, is he playing?
I haven't seen anything that said he wasn't.
For some reason, unless I got Sentel today. Yeah, he's expected to play. Okay, I got Sentel. I thought I saw something crazy about Dampier getting hurt, but no, he's playing. So yeah, they'll have him. The backup's really good too, even if they didn't have Dampier. Really mobile quarterbacks that we've talked about before. Both of them, they can do the same thing. They run a very aggressive front where it is all stop the run at all costs first, and then we'll deal with the pass later. There's a lot of things in their favor in this game is what makes me worry as much as I am. And I just know there's not going to be a lot of guys on that team that are going to sit out. Like the part where it is the last game for this head coach, that holds a lot of weight. Like they're going to be going out there.
They're good. You're going to get their best shot.
Exactly. All right, let's talk about it. Expectations for the run game without Emmett Johnson. Because again, this is going to be a tough front. I think one of the tougher defensive fronts. What is that going to look like with Emmett Johnson? Here is Dana Holgorsen.
It's about those guys up front. You know, I was like, what are we going to do now? You know, and Emmett came in and I was like, look, whatever you say to me, it ain't going to change how I feel about you whatsoever, you know? And so by him not playing and going to the NFL, I just gave him a big hug, you know, and thanked him for everything that he did. Love that kid. With that said, what's next and who's next? What's next and who's next? Ike looks good. Makai looks good. Quentin's out there practicing hard. Kenneth is out there practicing hard, and just excited to see what they can do.
Do
you have any idea who that next guy up is going to be, or do you think it's going to be just
he just said it. It's an open. This is an interview. Because if you don't look well or people are not confident and everything like that, guess what? You will have two backs coming in. Not one, two. And depending on how things go and what is said and everything like that, you can see a few running backs hop in the portal with us. So they better bring their air game because you're giving an opportunity to kind of take advantage of Emmett's not there. So somebody's gonna have to step up. Somebody's gonna have to do something. Who's that gonna be? I'm not too sure. Clearly, earlier in the season, that was of concern. Clearly now, it's still a concern. So I don't know. We'll see. They got to run hard. They got to play. I mean, everybody's been there the whole season. Now, you know, you're going to get the reps this last month, and you know who we got is who we got. They'll be out there. If you play well, you know you can submit yourself for, you know, being running back one. But if not, expect them to go into a transfer portal.
You know, I just hope it's someone. Like, I don't care who it is.
Somebody take the next step.
Look in the portal, the better I feel.
So somebody be like, okay, it just that Emmett was a stud and it wasn't enough room. Hopefully that happens. then and somebody gets in a rhythm and we see it and be like, okay, we got something moving forward.
Kenneth Williams, I think, is my dark horse in it. If I had to pick a guy that I feel like could definitely come out of the woodwork is Williams. He just didn't get a whole lot of reps, but him being in that conversation kind of told me it's like, all right, Ives, Mosey, like we're going to put somebody in here. We're going to put a freak athlete in here and we're going to really crank up the temperature. Not saying he's going to take your spot, but let's add some more talent.
Well, he's going to have the opportunity. We're going to see what he's going to do.
Exactly. And like I said, I don't care who wins. I just hope it looks good. We all lose if nobody wins, because that means we're going to desperately have to go hit the portal and go find a running back to suit us. And again, it's with this Utah front, we'll see how tough it is for the offensive line. Like if the offensive line just can't do anything that day, that's another fear.
They got Jeep there, right?
Yeah, Jeep Wade. He will be there. Let's hear a little bit about Jeep Wade. Here's Holgerson. Why Jeep Wade fits at Nebraska.
Just familiarity with I didn't know him, and so I looked at his body of work at Georgia Tech, which was impressive, but now Coach Rule has a history with him, Sat has a history with him, and so he was comfortable coming in. I've competed against him back when he was at Marshall, and I just think he's a really good teacher, and his body of work from Georgia Tech was impressive to me, and then having Coach Rule and Sat like sign off on him as a teacher, as an individual, as a human, as far as the fit, I trust what those guys say as far as what the fit's going to be. And I think it's been, we've had a great week and a half, and I think we're going to work together very good.
So there you have it.
That's concerning.
Which part?
The fact that Satterfield and Rule have some type of previous with whatever. How many guys have we seen that Rule has brought in here that has been his guy that necessarily is like,
Yeah, I thought the same thing, Mornay.
So I felt I felt good about it until he literally said that. Like I'm a bit nervous, but his pedigree and what they were doing at Georgia Tech, hopefully, it's a change. It's different. I don't know if they make things simpler. I don't know if it's just a different voice and he gets it out of people. But hopefully you see a significant change in something, whether it's aggression, whether if it's technique. He's a great teacher. Okay, great. We're gonna see. We're gonna exactly see what all you're gonna teach in a month. So, but like I said, him saying Satterfield and Rule know him. Yeah, my heart sunk to my stomach.
Yeah, that was my biggest fear. We have not done Nebraska. There's a few of these coaching stunts. The hiring your friends has not really worked great. And my thing with it, maybe it works out great.
He's fired more of his friends than anything.
Yeah, because he has to. He brings him in here and it doesn't work.
Cooper, now
McGuire.
Like it's so we'll see.
Yeah, I hope it works. To be fair to Jeep Wade, the body of work is legit.
For sure.
That's very hiring.
I'm in. And like I said, until he said Satterfield and Rule know him, I'm like, oh, hold on. Wait a minute. I didn't know that part.
It's funny. I think there's quite a few people like that's the part where everyone's like, It's kind of telling. It doesn't mean it's doomed to fail, but it means history said that's not been the risk of success. And where I always land on it is like, well, hold on. If you guys are in a room where you feel like y'all think the same and y'all like doing the same thing and it's not working, I don't know if adding in another guy who thinks the same and acts the same is going to fix it. You almost need a disruptor. Maybe he is enough of a disruptor, but
hopefully, is he going to do something necessarily different, or is it kind of the same old song playing over and over again? I don't know, but we'll find out.
Is it fair to even like really grade the offensive line in this game?
No.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. Again, this is where
because he's coming in, he doesn't know their terms, he doesn't know their terminology with stuff and everything like that. It's going to be a patch job of small technique things, kind of working through it and bridging the gap. fill in the potholes, and hopefully, it's smooth enough and it doesn't cave in a little bit to where you still get that little bump.
Yeah, I hope they play good because, again, it's going to be a long offseason if, like, this offensive line gets destroyed, the running back room, because, again, a good Utah team, you got some changes going on here. You just want to get a little bit of momentum. And but it is a good test for Jeep Wade to figure out, okay, what are the real weaknesses on this offensive line? At least you can see it right up front there. All right, let's do one more here before we throw it to break. This is all Holgerson today, prepping for Las Vegas and staying focused. Because I imagine it's hard to stay focused in Vegas. All right.
I wonder where they're staring at.
Well, New York wasn't exactly easy to navigate. Although I think Coach Rule and the Pinstripe Bowl managed it and navigated it way better than when I coached in that game back in 2011 or whatever it was. I mean, so this is an established bowl venue, right? And so they I would assume that they have a pretty good plan for, keeping guys busy and, doing the things that they're supposed to be doing and not the things that they're not supposed to be doing. Hopefully they keep me busy too. I got lost in Vegas a few times.
Sounds like they're locked and ready to go. It's just kind of.
I guess it's been a long season. He's allowed to let some steam off. I'm not mad at that.
Yeah, no, the answer was funny. I think that's fine. Like, obviously the guys are going to get some downtime in Vegas. Like, you want them to stay focused. You hope they take this seriously, but take it seriously or not. Like, there's going to be downtime. You're in Vegas. They don't expect the guys to just go straight to their bedroom and like don't go anywhere. Only think about the Utah.
Oh, they're definitely sneaking out. For the bowl game, you get about 4 or 5 days to where the curfew might be 2:00 in the morning. Let's just say, or it might not be no curfew, for a day or two. And then it's slowly, after the 2 days of no curfew, curfew's 12 o'clock. Okay, one more day, curfew's, 11 o'clock. As it gets closer to like game week and everything like that, they definitely start to like dial back a little bit. But you're on vacation there. You're there for about 10 days, I think, something like that.
Just a little week. I couldn't tell you exactly what it is.
They're gonna be there for a while. So they're going to get, like I said, 4 days pretty much of. They're not really going to like monitor and kind of be on them like, hey, just make sure you don't get arrested. Make sure you're doing the right thing. No curfew tonight. Enjoy. But, make sure y'all come to breakfast. Make sure y'all weigh in. Make sure y'all at meetings and everything like that. And we're locked in, ready to go like that. It'll probably go like that.
Did you ever sneak out tomorrow at Pierson-El?
Yes, I did.
How could
Absolutely.
You're supposed to be one of Nebraska's finest. What do you mean?
Do you want me to lie to you?
No.
All right, then.
That stuff happens all the time.
I've snuck out. Like it happens.
Nashville?
Of course.
Yeah, that's the one I imagine probably.
Yes.
A frequent offender.
Bowl games? Oh, yeah. Well, my sophomore year, I was hurt. So I didn't play in that bowl game. So I didn't care about curfew. What are y'all going to do?
I think even if the coaches saw you past curfew, they'd be like, "Hey, man, just get home safe. I don't care." Like, obviously, you're not playing. It's not gonna.
Listen,
your nutrition will not harm.
There is ways of doing it that I'm not going to, go into. Yes. But have I snuck out during the season? Yes. Have I snuck out during bowl season? Yes.
Do we condone it here on 93.7 The Ticket? Absolutely not. But I'm not your parents either. We'll throw it to break here. Don't go anywhere. This is the Don't Punt Hour. Good morning, Pierson-El, Harrison Arns. Talk to you in a bit.
Why are some people more successful? Is it talent and determination, or did they recognize an opportunity? Discover a career that lets you help families reach their financial goals as you build lasting professional relationships. One with unlimited income potential. From Modern Woodman, a leading fraternal financial services provider.
I'm Modern Woodman Regional Director Sean Erickson. Call me at 402-483-6515 to learn about career opportunities.
Modern Woodman of America. touching lives, securing futures.
Back Nine Golf in South Lincoln is the premier indoor golf experience in the state. The weather in the winter months is cold, windy, and as unpredictable as a tee shot on the 450-yard par 4. With top-of-the-line full-swing simulators and a PGA teaching professional, Back Nine Golf is there to help you improve your game and lower your score. Back Nine Golf is open to the public with 24/7 access for members. Learn about Back Nine's variety of memberships today and see the facility for yourself at 7501 South 15th Street in Lincoln, just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Back Nine Golf, your premier indoor golf and events destination.
In every office, there's two types of people. There are those who bring in bagels and those who eat the bagels that someone else brought in. Everybody likes the first person. Be that first person. Weekday mornings at 7:30, you have a chance to win a business box of bagels from Bagels & Joe. All you have to do is shut up, Sipple. 2 questions for you, 2 for Sip. Win, and the bagels are yours. Lose, well, you don't want to lose.
You lost Monday. You lost Wednesday. You're a loser.
Shut up, Sipple. Weekday mornings at 7:30, brought to you by Bagels & Joe.
Oh, this menu is a masterpiece, guaranteed to deliver no matter how big the challenge.
This is the worst party ever.
Knock, knock. I brought chicken fingers.
Raising Cane's! The party is set!
Let's go!
Peter. Mr. Billingsley.
Sorry, got a little lost in the sauce there. Celebrate the holidays with a classic, Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
I'm Karen Carr. I've been a realtor for 31 years. When I made a company change 12 years ago, I chose Lincoln First Realty, now NP Dodge. It's the oldest independently owned realty company in the country. Since becoming NP Dodge, we've continued our tradition of community involvement. Our management and staff are always available to offer support in marketing, technology, social media, and educational opportunities.
Expand your career with NP Dodge. Call Eric at 402-434-2222.
At Riddles Jewelry, we know there are moments in life when you realize this is what it's all about. And you wish you could hold on to that feeling forever. This is why we've made jewelry our passion for 65 years. This holiday season, find the perfect gift with savings up to 50%. Riddles Jewelry, family owned since 1959.
Located in Lincoln at the Gateway Mall.
This is former Husker and NFL linebacker Jay Foreman. For years, I've suffered from degenerative problems in both of my ankles, but thanks to a thorough and thought-out plan provided by Advanced Medical Imaging, I was able to get my life back with the least amount of pain as possible. While working through multiple options, the team of physicians at Advanced Medical Imaging were there to answer any questions I had. If you're experiencing any pain at all and want to get your life back, go to amimaging.com or give them a call at 402-484-6677. Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard.
From the chant of Husker Power to Allo Fiber powering your home and Husker Nation, Allo is the teammate you can trust. Whether you're streaming at home with Allo Internet, watching on the go with DirecTV through Allo, or checking stats and scores on Allo Mobile, Allo keeps you in the game. Bench the other guys and team up with the official internet, TV, and mobile partner of the Huskers. Go Gig Red. Visit allofiber.com/Husker Radio.
Hey there, this is Paul Shield, owner of High Electric. I want to thank our friends and loyal customers and introduce High Electric to those looking for a new electrician. We've been serving the Lincoln and Omaha area for over 30 years, from design to install, upgrades, and repair. If you are a homeowner or a small business needing some electrical work, call us at 402-466-6606 or check us out at hyelectric.com. We look forward to hearing from you.
Mike, the insurance company wants us to replace the roof.
Wait, what? I thought everything was fine.
Yeah, it says right here our roof is too old and they won't be able to cover us anymore.
I guess it is 15 years old. Hi, I'm Austin with Roofing Service Company. We help homeowners with their roofing and siding projects. Financing options are available, and we can get you under a new roof no time at all. If this sounds like you, visit roofingservicecompany.com. That is roofingservicecompany.com.
This is the Don't Punt Hour on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Powered by the Teammates Mentoring Program. Here is your host, DeMornay Pierson-El.
Welcome back in. Here started on the ones and twos. Good morning, Pierson-El streaming in. We're talking Nebraska football. Nebraska football in their bowl situation. Heading to Las Vegas to take on number 15 Utah. We have had some bowl games already. You did have Washington blow out Boise State and the Bucked Up LA Bowl. Then you had
Shout out to Bucked Up.
Tell you what, Boise State did get bucked up. They didn't stand a chance in that one. Washington blows it out. Shout out to the Big Ten, taking care of business. The Big Ten, I will say, typically does pretty dang good in the bowl season. Yeah, especially these past few years. They've usually the SEC, you could probably tip your cap to them, but these last year in particular, and even 2 years ago, you're starting to see the Big Ten throw some of these SEC schools around, especially if they can get them in like a New York, pinstripe bowl. Come play us in the cold. It works a little bit in our favor. Yeah, Troy versus Jacksonville State. Jacksonville State wins that one. That is the Salute to Veterans Bowl. And then currently right now in the Ventures Bowl, it is Louisiana versus Delaware. Yeah, 68 Ventures Bowl. Not sure what the 68 stands for. Then you got Old Dominion, South Florida. That one wrapped up as well. That was the DNA Cure Bowl. 24-10. Shout out to Old Dominion. They take
ODU, VA, baby.
I didn't realize, me and DP were talking about, they used to not have a football program for a very, very long time. It's like 15 years old. Like, it's not very old. It's pretty newer football.
ODU was my first actual offer. And I think at that point in time, they might have had that football program for about 2 or 3 years. It was still early.
Okay, so yeah, dang, that was crazy. So did you think about it?
No.
Well, you gotta appreciate their effort and try.
Oh, I was happy. I was like, okay, if worst case scenario, okay, I'm going to school for free. But I knew the first of many. I was told the first one is always the hardest one to get. After that, they'll start coming.
Yeah, and that's always what we hear as well. It's like it's what some fans get upset about because some of these Nebraska kids, Nebraska doesn't offer, and then Ohio State or Iowa or somebody that's somewhat big jumps in, or even Minnesota, they'll slide them an offer, and then all of a sudden you see
that's different though. Like Nebraska and how they recruit home athletes is crazy because like I feel like in the state of Virginia, like UVA and Tech, UVA and Tech, I feel like they do a very good job of like grabbing in-state kids or kind of the DMV area kids. Even Maryland, they retain a lot of in-state type talent, and then even Penn State. Penn State was coming in grabbing people. Clemson was coming in grabbing people for a period of time. Florida State was coming in and getting a lot of people from the area. So Virginia Tech were doing a really, really good job of keeping in-state kids. And then even if kids didn't get those offers and everything like that, you got JMU, you had Old Dominion. That was, cleaning up a lot of Virginia kids.
Yeah, I mean, you got a bunch of schools. You got Virginia Tech. You can even Maryland's not too far away. That whole region up there is loaded with talent. It's one of the areas where I don't understand why Nebraska doesn't double down on that pipeline.
And like North Carolina isn't far either. You got NC State, Wake Forest, North Carolina. You got Duke. So I feel like that. You got a lot of schools in honestly within a 5-6 hour radius.
Yeah, ton of great athletes. I mean, some of the better athletes that we've known that have came to Nebraska have come from that area. That area of the world has got a lot of really good athletes in it. So, I don't know what that pipeline looks like, how well connected we are to that area anymore. Who was the guy that went out to the DMV?
JP. He's from the area, so he knew.
Do we got anybody on the staff from that area right now?
Troy Vincent Jr. I know Troy. He's like a player personnel guy. His dad was Troy Vincent Sr. He's something high up with the NFL. I think he's like NFL VP, something like that, vice president, something like that in the NFL.
Okay.
But I'm not sure exactly what Troy does on staff, but he's from the area.
Yeah, I don't know. I just love sport connections. I feel like you see a lot of dudes that are just like really, really good come out from that neck of the woods. But yeah, when it comes to Nebraska recruits, that's a whole story in itself. 17 Millard South Division I talents. They're not
None of them going to Nebraska.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, that says something. You can't tell me that's nothing. That says you failed to recruit any of those guys. We've been in some stints where I know we've been in certain states for weeks on end, and then the trip ends, and then we didn't get anyone. So I don't know who all is in charge of the recruiting down there, and who's all really at guilt. But this is just, we'll see what happens. If the plan was the portal, then that was the plan. If this is again with this recruiting class that we have, really shallow. If they can keep that 27 class together, I think that's what they're hoping for. But interesting times here for the Huskers, and they still got this bowl game coming up. You want to hear a little bit about Dylan Raiola?
Sure. Why not?
Humor
me.
Do you think he attempted to, I'll just read the prompt. Did he attempt to get Dylan to exit the portal? Here is Dana Horson.
Dylan's was around for a couple of days, and then he was not here, so I've had conversations with Dylan, but at the end of the day, I ain't speaking for him. I don't want to speak to him. I really enjoyed coaching him and wish him the best.
There you have it. I think it was kind of a well-kept secret. One that everybody knew.
It was that's some well-kept secret. I mean, the guy, ever since he's got hurt, I mean, the last four games of the season, he was very distant. So, I mean, you could see it coming.
Yeah, I shouldn't say well-kept secret. A open source secret, I guess is what you'd call it. No one can really say it confidently out loud, but everyone's like, yeah, we kind of have.
Oh, no, certain people were saying it, but again, Rule is a master deflector, so he's gonna disarm you, but people didn't believe it.
No, I did not either. All right. On you had a hunch as well.
I had more than a hunch.
No, I'm not trying to leak your sources.
I'm not leaking anything. I'm just saying.
I know there's plenty of people. Our own guy, Adam Carricker, I think he was a little early on it too, kind of putting out what everything he was hearing. And I don't have these sources on it. You guys can listen to Carricker and DeMornay Pierson-El. Well, listen to this show to hear what DeMornay Pierson-El thinks. I don't think he'll answer all your messages. But let's keep going with this. Let's hear more from Dana Holgorsen as he talked a lot of this upcoming game and the current talent they have on staff. Considering it's going to be a heavy transfer portal year, how do you evaluate transfer QBs if they decide to go that route?
Oh, there's a lot of video, so you watch video, you look at the overall body of work. The way I do it, the way I look at it is you get the best player you can, and I think we can mold our coaching around what the best player is and what those skill sets are. Mobility is important. I think TJ brings an element of mobility that is refreshing and helpful. But you got to have that ability to be able to sit in the pocket and make the throws as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a lot of coach speak on that one. The thing is, when it gets to the transfer portal, do you really want to bring in a transfer portal? Because then TJ Lateef, I don't know whether that puts him in the mix, but I'd imagine you want to keep TJ Lateef, so you're going to pay him, and then you go pay another highly touted guy out of the portal. Now you got two high-paid quarterbacks because Lateef's at that point. He started 3 games. He's not going to give it up necessarily easily.
No, not necessarily, but also from his body of work. I mean, I'm not will he have many options? I don't know. Did he put good film out there? Yes. Is it enough to outweigh the bad or the bad film and everything like that? There are other tangibles, the offensive line, blase. Oh, he was hurt, blase. So that's a risk going. I think if Nebraska does go into the portal, I think it's necessarily more of a patch quarterback. You're looking for an older guy that can kind of solidify, like a Kyle McCord, kind of what they were looking at before the whole Dylan thing happened. Somebody kind of like that on a 1 year to solidify some stuff that gives TJ another year within the offense to figure some stuff out, to get more comfortable if that's the route they want to go, or come spring ball and everything like that, he takes another step and everything like that. Now you're just in transfer portal for a backup quarterback just in case.
Yeah.
So it's either you believe you have enough necessarily right here and you're moving forward to push TJ, or you aren't that confident and you're going to go out there and get the competition, and it's so be it.
With the limited tape that you have with the 3 games, like which way are you leaning?
The transfer portal opens when?
Well, now it's just January 3rd, right?
So, but there's people can transfer like after spring ball and everything like that, right?
Well, it's the one. Let me double check because they did. I think it comes into effect.
They got rid of one, and I think the one that they got rid of was the one before the bowl games.
So is it just the spring now? Blah 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 blah. So the
I think there's one that opens. So my thing is,
so the main window is still January 2nd, not the 3rd. January 2nd to the 16th.
So bowl games are done for the other than the playoff bowl games.
And then they eliminated the spring window.
So when will be the next time people can transfer?
Next year, January 2nd to the 16th. There's no spring window.
That's backwards.
Right.
I hate that. That's terrible. Because I was gonna say you give it to TJ, you give him the spring. Let's see, let's put all of our focus on you. Let's see what we got. Let's see, what offensive linemen we can bring in here, what potentially running backs we can bring in here. And I think they have a good freshman running back coming in as well. But let's see, kind of build the offense around you and kind of see, and if we can work with it and it looks well and everything like that, cool, fine, and dandy, Ralph. But if it's a hiccup or it's just not connecting, or you need some time in the fridge, then you go get a older quarterback that fits your system, a quarterback similar to Florida State's quarterback, how dynamic he kind of is and everything like that, because that's what Dana wants. He wants a mobile kind of quarterback like that. You go and kind of find your best athlete for that situation and do what you need to do.
Why wouldn't they keep the spring window instead?
That's crazy to me. It's backwards. I would have said you remove the January one and keep the spring. That way, because people got time, the whole because you still got fall camp to go get people. You got fall camp to have people come in and test out and everything like that. That's dumb. They're doing stuff backwards.
Unless it's something to do with admissions where it's tough. If you put it all in the spring, that's not right either. I don't know.
Either way, it's football. I mean, most schools football is the moneymaker. So who cares?
Yeah. Interesting. Yeah. So there is only the one
It's not like Is that the transfer portal for all sports, or does every sports have their own individual window?
The sports got their own rules around
exactly.
it.
So you're potentially, anywhere from 10 to 30 guys in the worst case scenario in that period of time. You're only gonna allow about 10 to 15 transfers, if that. Everybody's not doing a Dion where everybody's gone. You're gonna bring in 12 to 15 guys, just about two guys a position. You bring in 2 linemen, you bring in a running back or a running back here. You're bringing about 2 receivers. You're bringing in about 2 DBs, maybe 3 as safety, or you're bringing a lineman. So I mean, it'll get to about 10 to 15. 15 is the most. 10 to 12.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. But I'm right there with you. But we got to wait and see for the portal. That one opens January 2nd through the 16th. We'll see if any more Huskers decide to put their hats in there, or if this was the end of the run. I'm sure we'll get a few more guys, like you said. But don't go anywhere. This is on Punt Hour to Born Pierson-El, Harrison Arns. We will talk to you on the other side.
Brown's Shoe Fit has all types of shoes for you to excel in this fall. Check out their large variety of tennis shoes and dress shoes in brands like Brooks, Hoka, Merrell, On, and many more. Brown's has the local professionals to get the proper fit, aided by their high-tech foot scanner by Atrex. Stop by Brown's Shoe Fit today, just south of 66th and Q in Lincoln, or check out their options online at brownsshoefitco.com.
When equipment breaks down and operations come to a halt, Every single second counts. So why is your maintenance team spending 60% of their time doing anything but turning wrenches? MaintainX is the AI-powered maintenance and asset management system that helps your team get back to actually fixing breakdowns. No more searching for manuals. No more hunting down parts. No more drowning in paperwork. With MaintainX, your team can access manuals from anywhere, create new procedures in minutes, and turn voice notes into clear and complete work order feedback. What used to take hours now only takes minutes. Keep your operations moving, not your paperwork. Join over 11,000 maintenance teams that are already fixing more and filing less. Try MaintainX for free today. Go to maintainx.com/AI. That's maintain in the letter X.com/AI.
Hey, all Nebraskans. Our good friends at Gary Michaels Clothiers just informed me that a holiday suit sale is now in progress. All suits are now reduced for the taking to make any man look exceptional this holiday season and into the new year. Suits starting regular price at just $698, less discounts, big savings, and alterations always free. Come by and see the guys at Gary Michaels, Gary, Nate, and Fabian, located at 56 and Pine Lake Road in Village Gardens, right here in Lincoln.
Start your Sundays off right with Jeff and Nicole Essink on Fitness Fanatics. Jeff and Nicole discuss health and wellness, how to achieve fitness goals, and more through the life of gym owners and gym goers. It's Fitness Fanatics from 9 to 11 a.m. on Sundays on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. A lot of businesses say they're family focused, but when tough situations in life arise, the business wants anything but your best interests. James Enterprise Incorporated is hiring, and they will always treat their employees like family, just as they do their customers. James Enterprise Incorporated is hiring Class A and B CDL drivers, a shop tech, and a diesel mechanic. If you're looking for a career with a company that goes above and beyond to value you and your family, apply today at jamesenterpriseinc.com or call 402-432-6740.
Select Plumbing and Utility has been serving Lincoln and the surrounding area for 14 years, and they're not slowing down. Select Plumbing and Utility handles all your plumbing needs, from faucets and water heaters to full renovations, and they can even help with your heating and cooling needs. They're also Lincoln's underground experts, repairing and replacing broken underground water and sewer lines since day one. Contact Select Plumbing and Utility today at 402-560-6197, assuring excellence in every situation, opportunity, and challenge. That's 402-560-6197.
Hungry for something real? Come to HF Crave, Lincoln's favorite spot for burgers that are anything but basic. Locally sourced Nebraska beef, hand-cut fries, and bold flavors that'll make your taste buds cheer. Whether you're craving the classics or ready to try something wild, they've got the burger that gets you. HF Crave. Fresh, local, craveable. Find them at 48th and Holdridge or order online at hfcrave.com.
Mike, the insurance company wants us to replace the roof.
Wait, what? I thought everything was fine.
Yeah, it says right here our roof is too old and they won't be able to cover us anymore.
I guess it is 15 years old. Hi, I'm Austin with Roofing Service Company. We help homeowners with their roofing and siding projects. Financing options are available, and we can get you under a new roof no time at all. If this sounds like you, visit roofingservicecompany.com. That is roofingservicecompany.com.
It's basketball season, and Salt Mine City is your pregame and postgame headquarters in the Haymarket for craft beers and great food. Get ready for the game with their big, fatty 7-ounce hamburger, or try a Reuben sandwich served on Blackstone rye bread. And don't forget their beef or chicken nachos with guacamole, sour cream, jalapenos, and more. Wash it down with one of their 12 beers on tap, including the popular Single Axle Light American Lager. Salt Mine City, your basketball headquarters, now open at 2 p.m. Monday through Thursday and 11 a.m. Friday through Sunday at 8th and R.
Rain, snow, or shine, John Henry's is here to keep your home's plumbing systems working properly no matter what kind of weather Nebraska throws at us. From unclogging toilets and drains to installing new water heaters and water treatment systems, John Henry's is your plumbing expert in the Lincoln and Omaha communities. Visit us at calljh.com or call
John Henry's.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating and Air.
and electrical.
Rosie's Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 1501 Center Park Road, just south of 14th and Highway 2.
This is the Don't Punt Hour on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Powered by the Teammates Mentoring Program. Here is your host, DeMornay Pierson-El.
Welcome back in to Don't Punt Hour to Morning Pierson-El, Harrison North. We've talked a lot of football. We still got a little bit more time to talk some football before we get to Utah. So we'll put a pause on that today. We'll get back into it likely tomorrow. But let's talk some NBA because Adam Silver did talk yesterday in Las Vegas for my Lord, I always forget, the in-season tournament, the NBA Cup, whatever you want to call it.
That's crazy.
Congratulations to the Knicks. I don't care. I'm sorry. I know some people will tell me I'm wrong, that it was entertaining basketball, that there was more of an edge to it.
I didn't watch it.
Losses count.
So
There was, but it wasn't enough for me. Just flat out. That's not what I care about.
you should get one trophy, and that's at the end of the season, and that should be the finals trophy. Like I don't care about an in-season tournament, whatever.
Yeah, one team trophy. You can have as many individual awards. I don't care, but I'm with you.
Two trophies. Sorry, because All-Star Weekend. So all the trophies that come in with All-Star Weekend.
Well, I don't care about really the NBA Cup at all. That can just be its own thing, and I'll lightly watch it like I do every year since its origin. But what he did speak about, which was interesting, they're thinking about 2 new locations. As they said before, to go from 30 to
Seattle
30 teams. That's one. Can you get the other?
No.
We just talked about it a lot.
Vegas?
Yeah, Vegas. He said, not a secret. We're looking at this market in Las Vegas. We are looking in Seattle. Said over there in the
That's two teams on the West. So who in the West that you will be moving to the East? You would have to take one of the Dallas. You would have to take one of the Dallas teams, or one of the Texas teams. You have to. Both of them can't be on the West anymore.
Yeah. Or
so
you just
the Mavericks probably will go to
Vegas
the East.
on the East, and then you put Seattle on the West.
You would have to move Dallas to the Mavericks to the East. You have to.
Oh, here we go. This is a great answer. I can definitely see this. I don't know if they said that or if this is just a thought, but they would move Memphis and New Orleans to the East. That makes sense. Where they're at locationally, geographically, I like that more.
Not mad at it.
Yeah, there's way worse ones. We see the past.
I think that definitely could. That would be contending. I mean, Memphis, depending on how long they have Ja there and everything like that. But I feel like that pushes. I mean, the West is still stacked, but that gives a little bit more excitement to the East.
Yeah, we'll wait and see. They say this all the time, but Seattle, Vegas, I don't get any problems with the cities. With a little bit more news, he also talks about the Cup future.
It's a lot going down in Vegas. Vegas are getting the A's. They have the Aces. They have the Raiders. I mean, a basketball team wouldn't be bad. There's money in Vegas for that, so I can see that strongly happen.
Yeah, and we got one more time. T3, the guy off of YouTube chiming in. I'm not going to put it on the screen because of the swear word, but he says, Silver's been saying this since 2019. He's full of what. Not there. I think he's definitely been trying to, but it's been annoying. I mean, we have this.
He's a bit soft.
I'll say it again. The worst commissioner, I think, in NBA history.
He's for the players.
I mean, too much.
I'm just trying to tick you off.
You know what the worst kind of parents are?
What?
The parents that give their kids everything. Adam Silver. Just saying. There's a line to be crossed with being the player friendly and then always player friendly.
You can be stern. Yeah, I think he does. He does need to be a little bit stern.
I mean, you don't have to be David Stern, just Stern sometimes.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was an intended pun there, but it worked out. But yeah, we'll see. The Cup, I was saying about the Cup, they're thinking about moving it out of Vegas. If they do, I still don't really care a whole lot, if I'm being totally honest. They want to do it in some college arenas. I mean, would that add any value to it? Like, if it's
No, I don't care about that. Like, who? No. Football is still going on. I'm not even worried about basketball right now, respectfully.
We're trying to sell you on the Cup. The NBA
I don't care. You did sell me on making the dunk contest and the 3-point contest more competitive and more fun. Make an all-star weekend, back to kind of what it was. Then you can talk to me. Once you get that situated, then we can worry about this Cup thing, whatever.
All right. Adam Silver, you heard the man in Nebraska. Good morning, Pierson-El. Calling out. It'll be nonsense of the Cup. We'll see what they do to it. They want to keep adding some value to it. It hasn't, in my mind, been valuable really at all outside of a little bit more competitive games. But shout out to the Knicks. They are your NBA Cup champions in the 2025 season. The Spurs get second. Man, you really don't care. Just shaking your head for everyone who's not watching the streams. Good morning, Pierson.
Because they still shouldn't have fired their coach. I'm still pissed at the Knicks.
Oh, for the Knicks? Yeah, yes. Fair enough. Well, they won the cup, so they're pretty much done. Nothing else to prove. No, obviously, they got $500,000 each. That's nice for them.
Good for them.
Get out of here. We'll talk some more football tomorrow and get off of the NBA because apparently it's too soon. First morning at Pierson-El. Right here, 93.7 The Ticket, ticketfm.com. Me and DP up next.
Hey there, this is Paul Scheel, owner of High Electric. I want to thank our friends and loyal customers and introduce High Electric to those looking for a new electrician. We've been serving the Lincoln